This is Alicia, and we're doing a progressive fade peel on her. This is a great little peel for a lot of skin types, Fitzpatrick 1 through 6, and it can be done every week to every 2 weeks, depending on how the skin responds. And it really helps to brighten and lighten the skin overall, suppress melanin, even discolorations from acne breakouts. Right now I'm cleansing her with the Skin Brightening Cleanser, and I'm going to rinse her with the cold, or not cold, but kind of tepid gauze. So we'll go into our next cleanse. And Alicia's had some treatments. Her pigmentation is very well under control. Her skin tone is very nicely even. This is a good maintenance treatment for her. It'll also help with congestion and kind of some of those little flare-ups that her skin sometimes gets. And the brightening scrub is an jojoba granular, and it has the melanin suppressants in it. And I'm putting quite a bit on her to create a nice little polish to work on the skin, almost like a gommage. These grains will not tear the skin, and it's not overly aggressive to be too stimulating. The lighteners and brighteners in this is going to help to just give the skin a more even color tone. The little grains, the beads, will help to exfoliate, and the cleanser itself is very hydrating, so it's not going to be too drying for a skin that tends to be a little more dry or even sensitive. All skin types can pretty much use this granular. And I'm really rolling these beads around on the skin. That's good. Now I want to use the dry gauze to start my removal, only to help me get a little bit more mechanical exfoliation. By doing this, I'm just rolling those grains across the skin, and it's kind of helping to take off some of those surfaced cells. This is what adds to giving the skin that really nice polish. I really include the Skin Brightening Scrub in most of the peeling treatments, if not using the pumice, which is a more aggressive scrub. It's always beneficial in that second phase cleanse to start the deeper cleansing and to begin the exfoliation process. The grains are very hard to get off wet, so if you start with water initially instead of the dry removal like I did, you're going to have to go back with the dry gauze anyway, because they just won't come off well with the water. They'll just continue to roll around on the skin. Always go back and feel the skin, see how you're doing. See if you've picked up enough of those grains, if you need to rinse again. Gauze just to kind of pat the skin dry. So let's put the eye pads on her, and I'll give her the fan if she needs it. Just let me know, Alicia, if you need to have the fan for this. go ahead and put the H2O2 mixture on. This is a really good mixture formula of several acids in low strengths with hydrogen peroxide. Great part of any lightening program if someone is not AHA sensitive. If that were the case, then we would choose something else, but this is so good for so many skins and for the whole Fitzpatrick range that it makes it a great choice for a lot of treatments. It's the hydrogen peroxide in this mixture that really has the extra little kick that drives these nutrients and acids as well into the skin, and that's what helps to add to the lightening. Gives the skin a very brightened look, and also softens the cells, of course, because we've got so many acids in it, which helps to surfacely get enough exfoliation going. This is progressive, so we're not expecting a deep peel. When I say progressive, I just simply mean a treatment that can be done more closely together, that's not any kind of deep superficial peeling. You feeling okay? Yeah. Okay. You can leave this on the skin as I've applied it and wait 20 minutes and then remove. You can put a vapor of steam on the skin and let the skin feel the warmth of that for about 10 minutes. This really helps to seal this mixture right under the skin. And always make sure you have those eye pads on. Especially with this, if you were to put this cellophane over the skin with no eye pads, it would have a tendency to push this emulsion right up into the eye area, and that would not be good. Put your towel on very easily, slowly, so that you don't startle your client and have them feel like their breath is being taken away. And we're going to remove that. And we'll go ahead and take our eye pads off at the same time so we can give her a good rinse. And just use your gauze pads and water. Not too hot on the water, just have it kind of warm. Start at the eyes so that you can wipe away any of the emulsion that may have gone up a little higher. Firm pressure. And you can see that this has brought up some real stimulation for her. Her skin's a little pink. Just in certain areas. So this has been mixed in the beaker, the lactic and the melanin suppressant. And anytime you want to create a lightening acid, just put a drop or two of your melanin suppressant in it, and you've got yourself a little lightening peel. putting it on with firm pressure, really laying it into that skin. This is only left on the skin for a minute or two. Watch the skin and see how it's responding. The skin really takes in this acid very, very quickly after this H2O2 mixture. So we want to just have enough to give the skin a good blast of this with the lighteners, have it seep into those follicles and into the tissue, helping with lifting the cells, softening them more, brightening the skin, starting some rejuvenation. Okay, everything looks fine. What you're kind of watching for here is anything unusual, like some raised swelling or rash on the skin, blistering, anything that's just not a normal pink stimulating look to the skin. Now, Alicia, do you feel this anymore anywhere else? Does it feel the same all over? Do you feel someplace where you're more stinging or prickly or hot?
Just at the top of your forehead.
Right up here? Okay, let me give you just a little more of a rinse there. Okay, is that better? All right. This is the Therapy C. Kind of pat that in. Gives the skin a good concentrate of that. And then a little hydrocomplex serum. The hydrocomplex serum is a great oil blend, a very refined, pure grade of oil. It's got the grapeseed extract, and it has the progesterone from the yam extract, as well as some cypress essential oils. And so it's a really simple little formula that has some real valuable benefits for the skin. And when you're combining it with this C, it's just helping to bring that C into the skin a little better. And the two together makes for a real good antioxidant and lightening nourishment step. A lot of people stay away from oils, thinking that they're not going to be good for a skin that tends to be oilier or that congests. And yet there's just different grades of oils, and it's not something that you want to miss the opportunity to put on some of your skins. I've found that acne skins and even the oiliest of skins will really thrive on some of these grapeseed serums because they're just a really refined pressed extract, and it's not the same as what we think of as in terms of an inferior oil. So work that in, and you can work this in as long as you would like to. You could make this be a massage step where you really spend some time nurturing the skin, and this can make your treatment be a little longer if you'd like. But after you've kind of blended it into the skin, then what we do is we get our preparation ready for our mask. mask that we're doing today is the chilled milk mask, which is a pure mare's milk mask. It's about 90% pure milk. And we've dropped in some more of the Therapy C, and we've added a little bit of the Naturel pigment cream. And that's also a melanin suppressant. So we've created just a little mixture for kind of a lightening mask for the skin. And that's what I love about taking some of these real pure concentrates and creating some unique little formulas that you can customize to very specific skins. So I'm going to lay this right over the C that she has on in the Hydra Complex. And this is not in any way going to impede this mask from working and being supportive. A sensitive skin, if you were doing this for someone with hyperpigmentation that was a little more sensitive, they might be feeling the vitamin C at this point, especially blended with this Naturel pigment cream. And that would subside in a few minutes, but it's good to ask them how they're feeling and what the sensation is. Now, if you didn't feel the skin needed to have the Naturel, it's just a good little add-on or an additional mix, and I do have that in the protocol. But just the C with the milk mask to make yourself a little vitamin C mask is very nice. That way they're getting extra antioxidant support and lightening. It feels nice if you have these really chilled. And we're going to roll the ice globes over the face. And the ice globes are a real feel-good step right now, as well as helping to work with the chilled mask on the skin, calming the skin, helping to reduce any inflammation. And you can do this icing procedure as long as you want. If you want to do it for 2 to 3 minutes, 4 to 5. The mask is usually left on the skin for about 7 to 10 minutes. And so if you wanted to do this the whole time, I'm sure your client would love that. And you also could just do this for 2 or 3 minutes and then go into a neck and shoulder massage or a little aromatherapy. The same gauze if you want to, and actually these gauze are still really good. You just turn the other side over and it helps to get a removal of this mixture. Lay your pads on the eyes for a moment. Just make sure you have the last of this milk mask removed. Look how pretty her skin looks. choose any of your growth factor preparations at this point. I'm choosing to use the Serum Plus on her. I feel like she needs to have just a little extra concentrate of the growth factor along with and we call this the Plus because it's got the shark cartilage added to it, and that helps with the skin's immune system. And so the combination for her will be a real nice finish to this treatment, and then we'll of course finish her with some sun protection. Just a couple drops is all this takes. This is so valuable for cell renewal, wound repair, skin regeneration, just daily support to maintain the skin. Oily skins can use this preparation because it's in such a light serum base, the skin just drinks it up. And then we're going to use the sun protection on her. I will use the SPF. I feel like we need to have a little higher sun factor on her, and this is a 30, and I think that will be good for her. We'll see how she does with this tinted color. We have the tinted and the non-tinted, and I'm putting the tinted on her. So we'll see if that blends nicely for her skin tone. A very healing sunblock. It's got all the physical blocks in it, titanium and zinc, and it has aloe vera as the base. This is really an extension of good skincare. It's a good, healthy product for your skin. And the nice thing about the tinted that I like, if the skin tone is going to take this well, is that it kind of diffuses the color a little, gives the skin a nice look, a nice finish. But mainly it's the protection and the healing ingredients in this that are so valuable. And she looks real nice and moist. So this is the Fade Peel that we did on Alicia, and we would have her come back in a week to repeat the process if we're working on continued pigmentation to lighten this. And she could also just do this as a healthy maintenance treatment once a month.
I had one about a year ago, and just had great results. And I remember telling a friend of mine that I said, you know, I don't have any makeup on right now. And she was just astonished, you know. She's like, you don't have anything on? No concealer, no nothing? And she had seen my skin without it before. And I said, nope, not a touch of makeup. And she just was really remarkable results. I encourage people all the time to try Rhonda Allison products because of the fact that I have seen results from them. And you know, getting closer to 40, we all really are concerned about that. And I really feel like they're products that work, and they rejuvenate the skin, and with long-lasting results.